very interesting market movement here because Brian Johnson opened the favorite for sudden death and now finds himself as an underdog. And the odds are kind of reverting to what they were pre-event, where Rick Alessi had shorter odds than Brian Johnson overall. Tim Talley, a bit of the long shot here, but again, just looking at his numbers relative to Alessi and Brian Johnson and his career on this course, his average is right there with both of these guys as well. It really is anyone's game. It's not for the sake of just hyping this up. I have no idea who's going to win. It's anyone's game at the moment.
Well, we're going to see them start off here on hole number 1 here yet again, and cutting to Rick Alessi, who looks like he knocks that one in for 2. So as we know, the lowest score, the worst score on each hole is going to be out after the conclusion of the hole, and Brian Johnson next up here.
So basically Rick Alessi rooting against aces at this point. 2 aces would eliminate Rick Alessi after he tapped in for his par. Brian gets through the hole. Wow. What a putt from Brian Johnson. Look how quickly he got to that ball right there.
Runs.
He's right there. Picks it up. And now Rick Alessi is sweating because if Tim Talley aces this hole right now, we say goodbye to Alessi.
On a hole we hadn't seen an ace on all day. Talley steps up. Looks like he's nestled right up against that post there. Playing it from the left side between the rocks. It's on pace.
Wow.
That'll be the end of Alessi's day.
It's really unfortunate. And you know what?
Down.
That, Rick is a fierce competitor, and you see him fist bumping right there. Yeah. Obviously that's got to hurt, but both Brian Johnson, Tim Talley came right off a round, got right back into it. Putting stroke is there. And now it's just going to be them two going forwards as Rick Alessi, unfortunately, great performance, but is not going to make it any further here in the sudden death playoff. He still can, make it as a wild card.
Yes.
So his -1 round that he put in today will count. And right now he'll have a wild card spot.
Correct.
However, he's going to have to wait it out for next week's competitors.
Well, we did see money come in on Alessi ahead of that final in the live market, and seemed to be wrong, as we're going to have here the 2 longer odds of the 3 that were going into the final round. Brian leading this one off.
And that's going to be a putt. And you see he consults the book right away and does not look too happy here, as this is a virtual coin flip right now at Bet365. Both these golfers lined at -120.